Smith of Whitstone, Cheyenne Clark, and I'm Ken Briggs. We represent the defense. And our witnesses are Tyler Johnson, Quinn Castens, and Principal Jordan. And can I make one second?
Sure.
Let's make this clear. Members of the jury, today you are here to assess a simple situation of cause and effect. Today you are here to discuss whether or not Chris Gordon acted responsibly on April 11th of 2011. You are here because on April 11th of 2011, Chris Gordon was fired from Earhart High School. However, the problem comes in as to why she was fired. Now, the plaintiff will try to come up here and tell you that she was fired based off her religious beliefs, but this is not true. Today, you are here to believe and to assess the fact that Chris Gordon was fired because she assaulted a superior. Because on April 11th, she was fired from Earhart High School. However, the reason she was fired was because she pushed Principal Jordan Loman. Sir Isaac Newton's third law of motion states that for every action, there is an equal yet opposite reaction. And today, that philosophy holds the same meaning. Because today, you as the jury, the only action you need to remember today at the end of the trial is the action was taken by Chris Gordon. The action was taken because when Christine Gordon, out of anger on April 11th, rose up and shoved Principal Jordan Loman, the only reaction that could have occurred would have been from Principal Jordan Loman to immediately terminate Christine Gordon's Earhart High School job. We will be bringing up three witnesses to support this claim. The first will be Tyler Johnson. Now, Ms. Tyler Johnson is the president of the Parent-Teacher Association, and she has chaperoned multiple events that Earhart High School has put on. Now, one of these events was when Ms. Johnson chaperoned the event that Chris Gordon herself started, where she brought her students to go see the museum display Queen Elizabeth and the Rise of the Church of England. At this event, Tyler Johnson felt that the Church of England part of the museum might make some students feel uncomfortable. When she brought her claims to Christine Gordon showed her no respect and said that because she had the permission from the principal to do this, she in no way needed to atone for or explain what she was doing. Also, Tyler Johnson was on the board to hire Principal Loman. However, Tyler Johnson has no way, in this case, influence on the firing of Christine Gordon. Second, we'll be talking with Ms. Quinn Castens. Quinn Castens is the administrative assistant at Earhart High School and is also the personal assistant of Principal Jordan Loman. Now, Ms. Castens' desk is 15 feet away from Principal Loman's office. And on April 11th, Ms. Castens is the only person here, besides Principal Loman and Ms. Gordon, that know what really happened on April 11th of 2011. Now, what did happen was on April 11th, Ms. Castens heard Principal Loman shout, "Don't touch me." And then moments later, Ms. Gordon storms out of the office, red in the face, and Principal Loman comes out to tell Ms. Castens what had happened. And what had happened was, out of anger, Ms. Gordon rose up and shoved Principal Jordan Loman. He then told Ms. Castens what he was going to be doing, which would be to be firing Ms. Gordon immediately. Third, finally, we'll be talking with Principal Jordan Loman. Now, Ms. Jordan Loman has been the principal at Earhart High School for over 2 years now. And in that time, has given Ms. Gordon 4 opportunities to shut down the club Ms. Gordon holds at Earhart High School. This club is called the Free Spirit Club, and of those 4 opportunities, Ms. Gordon complied 0 times. After the 4th time, Ms. Loman deemed that insubordination, and that was the reason the meeting on April 11th was called. And in that meeting, to discuss the future of Ms. Gordon's future at Earhart High School, Ms. Gordon became so angry that she felt the need to stand up and shove her superior, Principal Jordan Loman. And we'll be bringing up today the teacher handbook guidelines. And in that, Rule 5.3 states that the teacher must have permission from the principal to run the club. However, you hear, Ms. Gordon never once asked Principal Loman for permission to run this club. You can see there's a problem with this. Now, Sir Isaac Newton's third law of motion states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And today, as you, the jury, the only action you need to remember today at the end of this trial is that Christine Gordon, out of anger, shoved Principal Jordan Loman. The only reaction that could have possibly occurred would be the immediate termination of of Miss Gordon's job at Earhart High School. Now, some food for thought. While this trial goes on, think about this. If Miss Gordon had wanted to fire, if Miss Gordon had been fired for her religious beliefs, she would have been fired immediately when Principal Lohman had taken the job. However, since she was not fired for her religious beliefs. And finally, if one makes action, one must be ready to atone for that action. And unfortunately, Miss Gordon is not ready to atone for that action today.